Welcome. So, all these new names that seem to be appearing for, people, incel, narcissism, whatever. I mean, there's too many long and big names for me. I'm a simple guy, right? And why would you want to put everybody under a heading of some sort, right? I don't know. But this thing about what? Is it the incel male? I don't even know what that is now. But I know what a beta male is and an alpha male. Those are being used. They were used years ago, but not very often. But now they're being used quite a lot. And they usually use them in wildlife programs for the wolves, or usually something like that, right? But now they're using them as humans, as males, as us. And it's kind of weird, but the beta male, right? Now, the beta male is a natural occurrence, right, in human society. The beta male was there and has always been there in society, right? It's not something new, right? I mean, there was always the alpha male, and the beta male was the one that was always hanging around the women, hovering around them, and being nice to them and being submissive to them and trying to get their acceptance. And occasionally he would be able to get in there and, get a piece, as it were. And that's what a beta male is like. That's what they do, right? And in the wild, in, say, a lion pride, there's beta males in the lion pride. Now, mind you, there's only one alpha male, and the beta males would never, ever challenge the alpha male. But when the alpha male has gone off or away, they would, seek the attention of the females and see if they could get in there, right? And that's just nature, right? Now, if the alpha male caught them, he would give them a right old go into, but he might even kill them. But, that's a chance they took, right? Same in real life, I suppose. But anyway, yeah. So, all those sort of different names. Now, of course, the other thing that a lion does in the pride is that, for instance, the alpha male, if another male comes into the pride and wants to try and take over the pride, they have to fight with usually they fight with the two alpha males. Well, the alpha male fights with the intruder, and the winner gets the pride. Now, the old alpha male might be too tired, too old, and then he runs off, or even the other male that came in may even kill that lion. So, say, for instance, he's taken over the pride, this new male, and what he does, the first thing he does is goes around the whole pride and looks for cubs from the other male. And invariably, he will kill the cubs. And that sounds pretty sad and pretty, whatever, but that's just nature. He will kill the cubs because they're not his, for one. And the other thing is the females will come into heat. If there's no cubs around, they will come into heat again. And he can mate with them, and then the cubs will be all his, right? It's a recurring thing that happens in the pride. Right, I don't know how old the cubs, how far up. I did see a program where the cubs were a little bit old, quite a bit older, and he didn't touch them. But the young cubs, for sure, he usually kills, and which is a sad thing. I mean, it's a good job that we don't do that. This whole thing, that'd be a bit tricky. No, men go the other way. Men are good like that. In fact, I know a friend of mine who, and it's actually my niece, that she was in a relationship and didn't work out. They got married and it didn't work out. They had two boys, and they split up. They split up and everything else. And the boys were they were young and they were really screwed up. They really were screwed up and pretty acting up and everything else. And she met this guy who was a really good guy, and he took over the two kids. They got married, and a couple of years on, and the boys are really, really good now. They were really good. They're really good boys. And that goes to show you there that, having a father figure in the household, and having the mother and the father figure in the household makes for a good family, right? So I don't know why I've made this video, but there it is. And at least you learned about the, if you didn't know, about the pride of the animals there. Yeah, right. And of course, you do know that in the lion pride, that the female is the hunter. She is the one that does the hunting. Now, mind you, she kills the meat, right? She kills the animal. The first dibs go to the alpha male. He gets the first. He didn't kill the animal with that, but he's allowed to eat first. And it's all understandably why. He's the guy. He needs to be the guy to protect the pride, so he needs to have his strength. And the reason why he doesn't hunt is because obviously he's bigger, he's not as agile, and he's got the big mane thing and everything, so that slows him down, and he can be seen easier, that sort of thing. So it all makes sense in the wild, right? So that explains a little bit about jealousy, really, especially in a man. And a man, jealousy is quite strong, actually, when he's young. I know I had it when I was young at first, before I learned. And jealousy can be really, really a nasty thing. And what it is, it's basically going back centuries and, whatever, of us wanting to have our sperm, only our sperm, in that female womb, right, or vagina for just our sperm, not anybody else's. And that's what it's all about. That's what the jealousy thing is all about. That is mine, and I don't want you to, put any other sperm in there. So that's what jealousy is all about. And it's just a nature thing. It's a pretty nasty nature thing. Can cause a lot of problems. I mean, women have it as well. Right? Women have it, and they can be pretty goddamn spiteful, can't they? Anyway, just a video about absolutely nothing, I think. I'm not sure. Did you get anything out of it?